Good evening, y'all. Psychog, I'm here, but lurking. Sweet. Thank you for being here, bro. I appreciate it. Okay, let's see. Oh, I gotta fix this. Better. Better, but not exactly how I wanted it. Huh. Anyways. Good to see you guys. Cracking open a Coke Zero. What'd y'all have for dinner tonight? Oh, look, that's better. There. That's a good position, whatever that is. I gotta remember that. That's the one thing about having a setup that is not completely exactly how you want it. Meaning, like, my desk and monitor setup and just everything just makes it hard sometimes to position things because of, like, it's just not sufficient room on the desk. So it's like a small little IKEA desk, and I'm trying to make it work. So, like, trying to mount things like the arm for the phones for the camera or the microphone is that, you know, sometimes it's hard to work with this setup, if that makes sense. Sometimes when you buy better stuff, you have a little bit more to work with. It helps facilitate a better outcome. How about that? How about that for words? Oh boy. Trying out this new play mix. How about this one? Yeah, I was gonna say that one was just literally this channel I was just listening to, that music you were hearing. I thought it was gonna be like sort of like some sort of remix like this is that we're listening to right this second. I just switched it to another video. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a remix, but it was literally tracks from video games, and I realized that sometimes, like, video game music, you can get copyright strikes on YouTube. from my understanding, sometimes there's like the rights holder can like differentiate between like you're playing a video game and this just so happens to be like the music for that level, right? And so there's no issue. And then there's also like the issue that like when people literally just upload like full soundtracks to YouTube, like that's like when they get in trouble, you know? So like again, if I'm playing Super Mario Galaxy, like Nintendo's not gonna copyright strike me. Although here's a side note that could potentially lead to a tangent that I don't want to get into, but apparently like Nintendo out of all the companies will sometimes copyright strike your videos if you're playing like even a playthrough video game like let's say I was playing Super Mario Odyssey or something, right? Like something new and relevant that's Mario related. I've heard of Nintendo copyright striking even just like playthroughs, right? Whether it be the actual game footage itself or music, who knows what the reasons are behind the Nintendo copyright striking. But yeah, I've heard like horror stories of people literally just uploading like playthroughs and they get like copyright strikes. So with that being said, there's like, if Nintendo can do that for like that kind of content, how much more of a channel who's just literally uploading tracks like that previous channel we're listening to? That was like a mix of like Mario Kart and Zelda, and they weren't like lo-fi remix, jazz remix, you know, synthwave remix, whatever it might be, right? It was literally just straight uploads of like tracks from games, and that's why I stopped playing. I'm like, oh man, I don't want to get a copyright strike from Nintendo or something. Like generally this, what I'm listening to right now, this like lo-fi remix, I've yet to get in trouble personally on my YouTube VODs, because again, I'm live streaming to both YouTube and Twitch. I've yet to see copyright strikes for this kind of like music, again, like video game remixes. I have gotten copyright strikes. I've mentioned it like a while ago when I was like allowing y'all to post like TikToks and stuff for me to watch on Instagram Reels. I was getting in trouble for watching like short form content on stream, you know, because you know, for content review, right? Like send over something, and if it had like music from like a TV show or a movie or a video game, I was getting like copyright strikes in my VODs, not on Twitch but YouTube. And you know, it was like, you know, it wasn't even like strikes per se, it was copyright like warnings. Basically it's like you have an option, you can mute this portion of the stream and the VOD, you can replace the music, right, for this 30 seconds or a minute, how long it was that it's finding as copyright violation. Or the newer option now is apparently with AI, it can delete just the music and keep like everything else, like audio, video that's not music. So like if I was like watching like a TikTok or something right now, right, that you guys sent me to watch, and it had like I don't know, like Led Zeppelin or the Beatles on it or something, right? There's an option again when it says like to just remove the music, but not like the audio and the video, whatever else is in the video. That's pretty cool. Like it'll literally take out like the copyrighted song and just have it so it's like whatever audio or video, whatever else is in the video that's not music, like it keeps that. And and especially now in 2025 that tech exists. I mean, right now, right, like as I'm talking, Like, let's see. Yeah, as I'm talking, the AI in video broadcast, it should be canceling out my claps. Now, in the beginning, you heard a few claps come through. That's because the AI was like learning. But as I'm talking right now and clapping, it should be differentiating between the clap in my voice, and you should only be hearing my voice come through. Should be. But you guys tell me, do you hear the claps right now as I'm talking? Is it coming through? Or is it just my voice? Jesse! Hi, 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 hi. Sorry I didn't say much in your stream, Jesse. It was just a chaotic night with the kids and stuff. So I was like, well, at least I could do is at least lurk, add a view for support. Just voice, very, very occasional clap, yeah. So that AI technology within video, right? How it's like supposed to be taking out like noise, but allowing like voice to only come through. YouTube does that for their VODs. Again, like I was just trying to use an example, but going back to the point I was making is that, yeah, if you have a YouTube VOD from a live stream and you played like 30 seconds of like a Beatles song or something, again, it gives you 3 options. It's like totally mute that 30 seconds of the video in your VOD, meaning like it'll say like, it's like, let's say that's like from a minute 30 to 2 minutes in your VOD is the song, right? You can have a minute 30 to 2 minutes in the VOD, right? Just completely muted, and then the sound comes back after the 2-minute mark, right? Or YouTube says, what if we have like a library of like approved stuff for copyright, you know, to replace that Beatles song for 30 seconds. Like it'll keep all your rest of your audio, but we'll replace it. Or it gives you an option where it goes, and it was in beta. I think it's no longer like in parentheses like beta. This is the 3rd option again, similar to what you just witnessed me doing with my clapping. Is we can remove the song and keep all other audio. So there's like options for that. Bro, it's always okay. Good. It's like I feel bad. Like I'm pretty sure like you're chill with it, and you obviously know, but like I just feel bad, you know, because I just want to do what makes you happy, Jesse, and support you in any way. And so I'm not able to do that. You know, I get bummed. Yeah, it's like it's very much like I don't know how to describe it, but like dinner time and all the way to bed, it's like kind of hands on deck, like being present, you know, with everybody because of like how hands on the kids have got to be. I'm waiting until they get older where I can be less hands on, but it's a very hands on era right now. I wish Twitch could do that. Yeah, same here. Twitch is like, they don't give a crap. They're like, we have 2 options. You can either keep it up and get in trouble, or just delete your VOD. It's not like I don't have a ton of my own shit going on. Right. There's like this, I've never tried this, but there's this like option in Twitch where apparently within OBS you can have like a setting where it's like there's a VOD track in your like audio setting with like your microphone or your stream. I forget exactly. It's somewhere in OBS. There's like a setting where you can have like VOD track, and like it's a pretty like simple. It's not like hard, but it's not like super easy. But like basically you have your audio like separated, so like when you're streaming to Twitch, it's like you can have your VOD audio and then your like live audio. So like your VOD audio would be like, it leaves out like your Spotify, your Apple Music, or your YouTube that you're listening to music to, and everything else you keep, right? But live, it's like you're actually playing even copyrighted material. You know, but like when you end your stream, it's like because you were sending like a dedicated like VOD track to Twitch, like in OBS, it's like when your VOD saves, it saves the VOD track. So VOD track would mean like your microphone, your audio, you know, with your gameplay on your desktop, whatever it is, right? Video. And all those things are like in the VOD track, right? But like within the VOD track, you would have it set up so like your Spotify, your Apple Music, and your, or if it's YouTube with music, like that's not included in the VOD track. So that VOD track gets like, is being streamed at the same time as your live track. So it's like two separate tracks going to Twitch, and it's like live track is with the copyright material music being used. VOD track, everything's the same, microphone, video, both have the same things, except the VOD track has the music left out. So that when you end the live, the VOD track is uploaded to Twitch, right? And it saves with the stuff you left out from like the music, which is what people do on Twitch. And I've seen it for years. It's like not a new thing. I've seen it for years, but I've personally just never done it because I'm like, what if it doesn't work, you know? But I also am definitely not even gonna even try it because I multi-stream, and as of right now, it's like Twitch is pretty chill. Twitch is like, as far as I know, won't do anything to you live. So if you're live streaming to Twitch, you won't get in trouble mid-stream. From what I've been told, it's only once you end stream and then now it's a VOD, then Twitch will be like, hey, like you need to delete this, or you know, yeah, like delete it, re-upload it without the music, right? And that's how they do it. They don't do anything on the fly. YouTube is extremely aggressive. I've literally have gotten copyright strikes mid-stream. I think it was sorry, I'm making some chicken to eat because I'm starving. Dude, that sounds so good. I actually had chicken for dinner from this Asian place. Tashi Hanan chicken. Really good. They have a ginger infused rice that was really good. But yeah, I remember one time, I think it was fall 2021. When I was like multi-streaming, I think, or was it fall 2022? Yeah, yeah, it must have been fall 2022 because I didn't start multi-streaming until like December 2021. Gosh, I can't remember. No, I didn't start multi-streaming until December 2022. Maybe it was fall. Gosh, I can't remember. Anyways, we were watching Apple's keynote live, right? And I'm multi-streaming to YouTube and Twitch. And yeah, it had to be fall 2022. A multi-stream, because that's when Apple's keynote is, like when they announced the new iPhone and all the crap, right? I was live streaming to both YouTube and Twitch at the same time, and I'm watching the Apple keynote, and for some reason, like 20 minutes into the Apple stream, my YouTube stream ends. My Twitch is still live and YouTube is ending, and I'm getting like messages from people like, hey, what's going on? Your stream like ended and then came back, and now it's like ended again. Like I kept like going black and stuff. And then I got a message from YouTube saying that you know, we like ended your stream because you were streaming copyrighted material. And it was because it was the keynote, the Apple keynote, like video. It wasn't like because there was music being used that I got in trouble with. for some reason the AI detection was so intelligent. It was like the content I was watching was like an Apple keynote. But that's how aggressive YouTube is live. They will literally shut you down live. They won't wait until a VOD. They'll come after you like literally mid live. You start playing a song off of Spotify or iTunes that's like a Beatles song. Boom, they'll end your stream right there. They don't play around. But it's funny though. That's the point of how aggressive they are. Now get this. It's another side note. I actually appealed it and won. Because it's transformative. It was a reaction video. And they agreed with it. But it was like their AI was like really aggressive, and it saw that I was like watching like Apple's keynote, and it was like it just like thought I was like stealing content. But I appealed it and I won. It's transformative because it's a reaction video. It's not simply a re-upload of the keynote in its entirety, right? Like literally if I just screen captured like the keynote and then was like live streaming it, I was like talking, I had like my webcam on, microphone, and watching at the same time. It's transformative. I'm actually very familiar with the law of like content, only because like there's some huge channels that have gone through it, so I've like read up on it. But yeah, what I was doing was considered transformative. It wasn't simply just re-uploading content. So like I did the appeal and like won the appeal. But the point of all this is that that's how aggressive YouTube is. They'll literally end your stream live if you're messing around with copyright stuff. Twitch will wait till your VOD's uploaded. It'll like run its like AI or detection through your whole like VOD and go, you need to take this out or delete this before you get in trouble. Anyways. Nate says, just got the notification. Weird. Weird, bro. It was like almost 30 minutes late, huh? Anyone else from YouTube just now getting notification? Yeah, went live 40 minutes ago. Mason says, I've always thought it would be a good idea for streaming sites to let you just stream multiple audio tracks like you're saying. Yes, I agree. But who knows? Maybe we'll get there. We're actually in a newer era of this copyright stuff, which people are coming up with like ways around it. Well, not around it, but ways to make it work. Because around it sounds like an illegal loophole to still screw like copyright holders. Twitch and YouTube have come a long way, where now instead of just automatically copyright striking you, you're given a warning. And there's different levels of warnings, like I'll show you in a second, but hold on. Like some stuff might go, hey, like what you're listening to is not okay, right? There's copyright material found within your video. What would you like to do? Would you like to mute this portion? It won't. It's like there's a lot of things like they're trying to work with now with content creators versus just saying, it's a strike. 3 strikes, you're out. Be careful next time. Like, hold on, let me just, I don't know what happened with, here we go, hold on. No, there's no AI, dude. And it's supposed to be gaming. There we go. So for example, if we go here to content, right? And I go to live. Look at this. You see how it says restrictions none, restrictions none, restrictions none. Restriction right here, check this out. It says copyright. But look at this. This is where they're working with, and there's a little more nuance again versus just black and white, like anything copyright, boom, you're dead, or nothing's copyright. That's, I mean, black and white. It's literally just either it's a strike or it's not. This is like where the nuance comes in, where it's like copyrighted material, but look at this. It says, what happened? The copyright claims on your video don't affect your channel. This is not a copyright strike. Okay, cool. The copyright claims on your video don't affect your channel. It's not a copyright strike. There are no visibility restrictions. So like, basically there could be a combination of like, it could say this is not a copyright strike, but it's not. There are visibility restrictions in certain regions around the world. Because certain regions around the world might be okay with it, but some might not. That's another layer to it, right? Then it breaks down here, which is the content type. Now, this is funny. This is content. This is Chris Knox's music. See, Robert? You know his like instrumental music that I play when I'm like playing Call of Duty or something, right? It's right here. See, Robert? You see it? It detected it. Copyright material, but it's okay because it says the copyright holder allows it to be played. So that's the level 1. That's like, hey, this is copyright material, but guess what? You can use it, okay? Let's see. Copyright content found. The owner allows the content to be unused on YouTube, right? So if we keep scrolling, yep. Most of this, usually I'm on top of like going back into my VODs and checking to see if there's any issues. And then I like leave it. See, it says owner allows it, owner allows it, owner allows it, owner allows it, owner allows it. Let's see if I missed any. Let's do like 50. Look at here, look at this. Okay, we found one. This is from September 2024. Here we go, class. Here's an actual example. Check it out. See, as we've seen before, it says visibility public, and it says copyright. This is the first one we've seen that looks off. It's got the yellow triangle with the exclamation mark. It says, this video contains copyrighted material, and as a result, it has been blocked in some countries and regions, okay? Let's see the details. It says, this copyright claims on your video don't affect your channel. This is not a strike. Okay, but it says the video can't be seen in some territories due to more claims. Now check it out. Oh, look at this. This is hilarious. So it found three tracks, 3 songs, right? What is Love? This is the meme that I actually have as a sound that I probably should get rid of. Well, I can take it out. We can, like, it's one of those things where like we can do it live as a VOD. It's like the here. I'll actually play it. Check it out, you guys. I'll give an example. So this is gonna happen on this live. The frick? Where is? Here we go. Right here we go. Check it out. This is what it's talking about. Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No. So that is what it's talking about. It's that like meme where it's like, what is love slowed down, right? So So this is one of the 3 that has an issue with. So the first says take action. Look, and here's what I talked about. Here we go. It says we can erase song. Remove the claimed song while keeping the other sounds such as speech or mute all sound. Okay, so those are options. What it means erase song. Look at this. It says pick an audio from the YouTube audio library to replace the claimed audio and resolve the claim. Okay. This option, cut out both video and audio of the claim segments to resolve the claim. So at this point, you can literally just cut that part of the VOD out. Meaning like, it's not an issue. It's not going to mute the music. It's not going to replace the music. It's just going to simply take everything out. So like if I'm talking or playing a game, it's literally going to trim out like that many seconds of that sound a bit, or that sound file, and just so there's gonna be like a jump cut in the VOD when it's done editing. I'm gonna go with remove the claim song. Let's try it out. So within this, it's got 2 options, right? I can either Erase song or mute all sounds in claim segment. I'm gonna go with erase song because check out this portion here, right? We're playing. It looks like a Mario. This is Super Mario World. I forget what we were playing in 2024 September. Anyways, so we're clearly like in the middle of playing something. So I don't want to be trimmed because if we go back and I'm using this as like footage for playing through the Mario games, right? Like I kind of want this to be seen. So I'm not gonna do the mute all sound and claim. I'm not gonna trim out the portion because that would be make it really janky. I'm gonna erase the song. So hopefully it's gonna keep me if I'm talking and the sound effects of the game. So let's go to save. And then it says, this process might take a while. If we're able to erase the copyrighted song, we'll update any viewing or monetization restriction on your video. This video will remain in its current state until this process is complete. And the current state is it's just unavailable to be seen in certain regions. So that is the only fallback right now. It's partially blocked. It's not blocked. There's been some where it's like I'm actually blocked until I resolve this. This right here, as you can see right here, this is the only thing that's like the bad side is it's partially blocked. And it's, again, certain regions. So that's the only punishment I have. So we're gonna go ahead and erase song. Cool. Video editing is in progress. This process might take a while. You may leave the page and check back later. We'll update any viewing or monetization restrictions after your changes have been processed. This video will remain in its current state until this process is complete. And again, the current state is it's just partially blocked. Not that big of a deal, but it is something we need to assess. Like, I need to come in here, and after this one's done, we're going to go... Probably not tonight, because it might take a while. But eventually I'm going to come back, and I'm going to do the same... I'm gonna take the same action with these two other sound bits, whatever it is. I'm going to do the just erase song, keep everything else out. Cool. So, what do you think? Pretty interesting, right? And that was that was the topic of cutting out sounds and leaving voice, right? AI. But that's how conversations are, man, right? You start on a topic and then it's not that we really trailed off course, it's just we were kind of on topic and it was like, oh, while we're on topic, let me kind of show you something that's similar to what we're talking about. But hey, it makes for conversation, right? I mean, it's like we're hanging out. I mean, if we were in person hanging out, this is kind of literally how any hangout happens, right? It's just I have a main point and it's like, oh, by the way, something similar on that point is this. It's like you guys are hanging out in my house with me. Now let's see. Madam Fate. That's what we were doing. Y'all ever played the Mystery Case File games? Orcs Must Die. Orcs Must Die 2 and Orcs Must Die 3. Great games, you guys, by the way. Mason, I think you were the first one to kind of play Orcs Must Die, I think. Madam Fate, right? Dude, Mason, you know what game we need to play together? Sven Co-op. Because now it's on Steam, or it's been on Steam, but remember before, like, we were playing Sven Co-op like 10 plus years ago, and it was like kind of janky, and you know, you kind of had to do the route of like, you know, the non-Steam way, which is making sure like Half-Life is installed and then downloading Sven and making sure everything's in the right directory, you know. But things were still kind of janky. Well, now that it's on Steam, I think we can both play that. It's like plug and play now, by in comparison, if I can make that analogy. But I was looking, and I'm trying to understand it. How to use console commands to try to fix things every section. Yeah. I'm trying to understand it, but is it with Half-Life? There's like the full. You can play the full campaign, right? But you can also like play individual levels, right? And then I was like trying to look into it more, and it's like I guess you can play opposing force and blue shift stuff. Oh, what is this? There we go. Oh man. Think you have to start over. Wait, where is Steam? What now? Just chillin', just chillin'. How was your day, Nate? pretty good, can't complain. How about you? My day was alright. Just hung out home, hung out with the fam. You go on your bike ride today? Okay, hold on. Yep, started a little late though. Nice. What was your track today? Oh. Normal track next Dockweiler won't probably be until July. Sweet. What'd you have for dinner tonight? I think I already mentioned it, but I had this place tonight, you guys. Tashi non-chicken. They have one in Redondo, one in Long Beach. I don't know what... Hainan chicken is arguably one of the most popular dishes in Southeast Asia. Originated from Hainan Island, southeastern of China, and has gained overwhelming popularity in neighboring countries such as Vietnam, Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore. Ah, okay. Anyways, yes, I had the... Is it? No pictures? Let's do Yelp. Trader Joe's Pizza. Sweet. Which of the Trader Joe's Pizza did you get? I actually got the combo. They have a combo of the steamed chicken and the fried chicken. Oh, this right here. Looks like this. Got the crispy. It's like cutlet. The chicken's like cut as a cut. It's like a cutlet, right? It's like they cut it into strips. You can get it steamed or fried, but this is a combo, which I got a combo. Came with ginger infused steamed rice. Oh, so good, dude. It's not ginger fried rice. It's like ginger infused rice. I'm guessing when they're, I don't know, when they're steaming the rice, they throw like a bunch of ginger in there. Oh man, it's like the flavor is like lingering in the background. The ginger flavor is so good. And they give you like two like dipping sauces. One's kind of like a savory, vinegary almost, like for the steamed chicken. Then they have like a chili, sweet chili sauce for the fried chicken. Man, it's so good. I'll leave you some cucumbers and whatnot. First time trying it. It's been there for like years. I just haven't got around to trying it, but yeah, really good, dude. Again, that's what I had. What do you think? Should we get into... Should we get into the gaming? What'd you do today, Mason? Ugh. Just worked out and played games like most weekends. Nice. So the point of this Yoshi's Cookie sequel is just to cook. Yeah, apparently you learn how to cook some cookies and then you actually do end up cooking some. So again, there's like multiple houses or schools. The one we did last night was just simply they show you how. And the next school, which is the Taiken house, the hands-on house. The player may take part in the cookie baking process. This plays similarly to the cookie Kyoshitsu tutorials, but as the cookies are made, the player must weigh the amounts of ingredients to be used and select the appropriate actions to take. So let's see. Hold on. I think I need to re-download Fancy Zones. Yep. Okay. Install Power Toys. There we go. Had to like reformat the computer in some ways. And stuff got messed up with directories. That's why you saw me messing around with some Steam saved file directories, trying to copy and paste from another directory to another. Stuff got moved around when I had to reinstall Windows, so... And it looks like Power Toys was removed, so...
Oh, that's so sad.
For those who are wondering what Power Toys are, you're about to see. Fancy Zones. There we go. On this monitor, we are going to do, I guess, rows. Yeah, we'll do 2 zones. I want them pretty close. Like touching. Yeah, we'll do 3, 9 zones. Now, in Windows 11, this is baked in. Okay. There we go. All right. Close power zones. There we go. Looks great. I'm gonna switch it around. Yeah, Fancy Zones is like the non-Windows. I mean, you can use it in Windows 11. It might be even better than Windows 11 own baked in like window snapping management, dividing Windows up in one monitor system, because you can. It seems like it's works and you don't have to do anything, right? It's like, but I think it lacks the customization of like getting it so like you can get Windows like super like pixel tight, right? It kind of leaves like gaps or it kind of overhangs sometimes with certain programs. So it's, I found the Windows 11 not that great, but yeah. Anyways. Okay. Nothing. Okay, let's see. Sorry, I'm setting up for the next portion of the game, Yoshi's Cookie, so we can, you know, get her done. Okay. Cool. All right, let's boot up Yoshi's Cookie. Oh, that's Galaxy. I recognize that. There, I think that's how I want that. Yeah, there we go. Pretty tight to the corner. You can't see the microphone. Yeah, there we go. Go to Song of All. Yeah, I can't wait until we get there, like in our Mario playthrough. I mean, we're gonna get there, right? We're gonna be playing through Super Nintendo, N64, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, GameCube, Wii, DS, 3DS. Onto the Wii U, Switch, right? You can play it all. So yeah, we will eventually get there. Let's see, let's go ahead and save this bad boy. Okay, let's go ahead and load it. Whoa, not what I wanted. Friggin' dingus, man. No! Oh! What the frick? Is this added to the game to, like, make it, like, annoying? Like, ooh. Watch out. Oh my gosh. Yo, what the frick? I guess the cut cookie, right? It's saying, how many grams of butter? Okay. Go ahead and save it. There we go, so that's takeaway. 50 grams. There we go. And it's asking next, how many grams of sugar? What, 50 grams? Whoa. There we go. Next, it's saying, how many grams of pastry flour? We want 130 grams. Whoa. Whoa. Yes. Next, it says, the preparations are done. The player must select the steps in order. Okay. Where do we start? Arrange them in order. Okay, yeah, arrange them in order. Alright. One is mix the butter, okay? We are gonna save it here because some of it looks the same. Okay, mix the butter is, I believe it's this one. Mix the butter, yeah. Okay. 2 is add the egg. Okay, it's this one. Next is add the flour, which is this. There we go. Then it says, about how much do we mix the butter? We're gonna save it there. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Next, it says, we should add the sugar. The player must select the correct answer. Okay. So 1 is 2. It's in 2 parts. hold on 1 second. Scrolling down, it says part 5, whatever it is. I'm sorry. It says, how should we add the eggs? The player must select the correct answer to fill in the blanks. Oh, jeez. Okay. A bit at a time. And then the second one is slowly. Next, it says, how much vanilla extract? The player adds vanilla extract in small amounts. Solution, add vanilla extract 1 to 4 times. Okay. 1, 2. Sure, we'll do 2. Next, it says, then we add baking powder to the flour. The player must select the correct answer. It's after sieving. Bottom one. Next, it says, how should we stir the flour? The player must select the correct answers to fill in the blanks. So it's the bottom left, okay? Wooden spatula. And we do it cutting, not kneading. Okay? Hey! Is this starting to come together? Hold on. Oops. Next, it says... Okay, let's go ahead and save it. It says, we're done with the dough. What's next? The player must select the correct answer. It says, let it rest in the fridge or stretch it with the rolling pin. The answer is the bottom one. Let it rest in the refrigerator. Okay. Next it says, how thick should the dough be? The player must flatten the dough with a rolling pin. Solution, flatten the dough 8 to 10 times. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Whoa. 6. Should we try that? Actually, you know what? Hold on. Okay, let's try this again. I'm trying to figure out what they consider a roll, because you press A and it goes up and down. Is that like 2, 3 times, or is it? Anyways, let's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, sure, let's do that. The 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. 21. 22. 23. 24. 25. 26. 27. 28. 29. 30. 31. 32. 33. 34. 35. 36. 37. 38. 39. 40. 41. 42. 43. 44. 45. 46. 47. 48. 49. 50. 51. 52. 53. 54. 55. 56. 57. 58. 59. 60. 61. 62. 63. 64. 65. 66. 67. 68. 69. 70. 71. 72. 73. 74. 75. 76. 77. 78. 79. 80. 81. 82. 83. 84. 85. 86. 87. 88. 89. 90. 91. 92. 93. 94. 95. 96. 97. 98. 99. 100. 101. 102. 103. 104. 105. 106. 107. 108. 109. 110. 111. 112. 113. 114. 115. 116. 117. 118. 119. 120. 121. 122. 123. 124. 125. 126. 1 With the shapes cut out, let's arrange them on the tray. It says these are the last parts. The player must select the oven rack and put the tray in the oven. Put the tray on the middle rack, okay? Middle rack, okay? It says choose the automatic setting. The player must select the correct answer. Automatic is the first one. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Choose the cookie varieties option. The player must select the correct option from the oven setting. What the frick? Cookie varieties. Whoa, okay. Third from the bottom. Let's just do that one. Okay. There we go. Cheap viewers on stream boo. Oh, mods, could you handle that for us? Thank you, appreciate it. Let's see. It says if steps were done correctly, she will praise the results. The result will also reflect mistakes made in the process. Okay. Cool. All right. Let's save it there. Next is the piped. Yeah, the piped cookie. Thank you, Mason, for banning that. Appreciate it. I say that because it's not a person; it's a bot, definitely. All right, let's do the piped cookie. Let's see. There we go. It says how many grams of butter? This says 60 grams of butter. So we're gonna add a little more. There we go, 60. Yep, cool. How many grams of sugar? This is saying add 20 grams of sugar. Yep, there we go. This is saying how many grams of pastry flour, and it says 80 grams. There we go. 80 grams, okay. It says the preparations are done. Where do we start? Arrange them in order. The player must select the steps in order. Okay, number 1 is mix the butter. Okay, mix the butter would be top one. Next is add the fresh cream. Whoa, are these already in order? What the heck? These are already in order, okay. Is this correct? Yeah, I'm pretty sure, it looks like it. It says, about how much do we mix the butter? It's 16 times. Let's go ahead and, whoops. Whoa, what is up? Okay, hold on. 16 times. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Boom. Next, we should add the sugar. How must we add it? The player must select the correct answer. The 3 options are in a single quick pour, in 2 parts, in 5 parts. It's the middle one, in 2 parts. Question. How is the mix, you guys? Is the game way too loud, or is it okay? Like, am I louder than the game? Basically, like, how's the mix, right? Next, it says... It says, how much fresh cream do we add? The player must select the correct answer. It says half tablespoon, 1.5 tablespoons, or 2.5 tablespoons. And it's the middle answer, 1.5 tablespoons. Mason says it's good. Awesome, thank you. Appreciate it. Interesting game. What are you guys' thoughts on this game so far? Kind of interesting, right? How much vanilla extract? Player must add extract 1 to 4 times. Okay, like last cookies. Okay. 1. We'll do 2. Because it gives the option 1 to 4. How about we do 2? Smack down the middle. Next, it says, then we add baking powder to the flour. It says, the player must select the correct answer. It says, add without sieving, add after sieving. The correct answer is the bottom, add after sieving. Why does it have imperial measurements? Yeah, I don't know. It goes back and forth. Like, that's a good observation. Yeah, why? What does Japan use? Metric? Well, what's funny is that in the beginning it uses the scale, right? It's like they use the scale at one point, and then it's like 2 tablespoons of this, a couple dabs of this. Woo! It says, how should we stir the flour? The player must select the correct answers to fill in the blanks. We have whisker, wooden spatula, cutting, and kneading. Okay, so the left is the tool, right? Kitchen tool, I guess. Utensil. It's the top is whisker, bottom is wooden spatula. So the answer for which tool is the wooden spatula, so the bottom. Then it says on the right, it's saying how you should use it, cutting or kneading. For these cookies, it's saying cutting. Oh, what's so interesting is that, you know, yesterday we were talking about, how obscure the game was. Yeah, did you know only 500 copies of this game were released in Japan? Wow, right? Let's see. Next. It says the dough is done. What's next? The 2 options are put it in the piping bag or let it rest in the refrigerator. And so for this one, it's actually the top answer. It's put it in the piping bag. Okay, here we go. It says, these are the last parts. The player must select the oven rack and put the tray in the oven. It says, put the tray on the middle rack. Okay, so middle like last time. So we got the bottom, middle, top. We're doing middle. Okay. It says, choose the automatic setting. And it says select the correct answer, which is automatic setting. It gives you manual. There's a manual and automatic, but it's automatic. Okay. Automatic is the first answer. Okay. It's saying choose the cookie varieties option. And again, this one is third answer from the bottom, which is again cookies varieties. 1, 2, 3. Why is there this much detail on this oven? Because there's only 3 cookie types and there's a bunch of settings on this oven. Is this... I think we'll have to go back and read the wiki, but I'm pretty sure this game was also a promotion for this specific oven. Like, it's a real oven in Japan they sold, and I think that's why there's all these extra settings, like, as options, but you're really only, like, choosing, like, certain options. Because it's saying manual or automatic, but it seems like every cookie is automatic, and then it's, like, cookie varieties. Like, why would you have the other varieties? Because the other varieties, it's saying raw item defrosting, milk, alcohol can, leaf and flower vegetables, root vegetables, curry and stew, rice steaming, burratan varieties, hamburger, meat broil, roast and foil, fish broil, F cake varieties, or fish cake, cookie varieties, butter roll, or cream puff. And for the past 2 cookies, it's been cookie varieties. So it tells you, why is there all these options? And I think, if I remember correctly, I think it's because it was a promotional for this, like, real oven in Japan. Okay. Alright, Yoshi's gonna grade our cookies now, I guess. I don't know what that means. Maybe we got a good grade? I don't know. Okay, next. Next is the icebox cookies. So we're gonna go back in. Okay, icebox cookie is this one, the bottom. Okay. Alright, it says how many grams of butter for these cookies? It is 50 grams. So we're gonna take away 10 grams. Alright. It says how many grams of sugar? It should be 50 grams of sugar. Wow, these are gonna be sweet. What was the last one? 20? 50 grams of sugar, okay. It says next, how many grams of pastry flour? 100 grams. Now guys, I was reading somewhere that apparently these are real recipes. So it's not just like made up recipes, just like it only works in the game. Apparently these real recipes do translate to like in real life. So if you wanted to make these cookies and like bake them in your house, apparently you could take these recipes and do it, and yeah, kind of cool. Next it says the preparations are done. Where do we start? Arrange them in order. Okay, so the first one is mix the butter, which is the top one. Next is add the egg, which is, I believe it's this one. Yep. Okay. Add the flour, which is, oh shoot. Oops. We're actually going to start over. I did it wrong. Damn it, there was no back button. Sorry, crap. Alright, again. So 50 grams of butter. Oh, take away 2 increments of 10 grams. Okay, 50. Okay, 50 grams of sugar. 100 grams of pastry flour. Okay, there. Save it this time. Okay, first one is mix the butter, which is this symbol. Here we go. These symbols. I'm sorry. 2 is add the egg, which is this. Add the flour is that one. And there's this one. Is this correct? Yeah. Okay, now we gotta do the whole whisk it 16 times, bring it around town. Bring it around town. Whisk your butter. Whisk your mixture 16 times and don't forget it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Ready or not, here I come. Next, how do we add the sugar? It's giving 3 possible answers. It's in a quick pour, in 2 parts, in 5 parts. It's middle answers, so it's in 2 parts. Okay, next we got, it says, how should we add the eggs? Our options are a bit at a time, at once, for the left side, so it's a bit at a time, first answer. And then it says, slowly or nimbly? What is nimbly? But it's the first answer, slowly. So we're doing a bit at a time, slowly. Let's just do really 2 dabs like we've been doing. 1, 2. Dab it up, okay? Okay, next it says the player must select the correct answer. It says then we add the baking powder to the flour, and the answers are add without sieving, add after sieving. So it's the bottom one. Add after sieving. Sieving, I guess. Am I pronouncing it wrong? I guess so. Next it says, how should we stir the flour? Wooden spatula or whisker, and it's going to be wooden spatula, which is the bottom. And it says cutting or kneading. Top answer, cutting. There we go. Okay. It says separate half the dough. Add 2 teaspoons of cocoa to the half. Okay. Shape the dough into 3 halves. Into 3 centimeter wide blocks. It says shape the dough halves into 3. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there was no involvement in those past couple steps. It's just like saying what it's doing and you just watch. Okay. It says, we're done with the dough. What's next? It's gonna be 3 options. Cut it immediately, let it rest in the refrigerator, or it says, third one, solidify in the freezer, and it's the third one, solidify it in the freezer. Okay. Oh, why'd the clock trip? either the option to cut the dough immediately or let it rest for future is chosen. It'll be, you have to start over. Okay, so it's saying next is cut the dough. Okay. Next it says, with what should we stick the dough together? 3 options: beaten egg, egg yolk, and egg white. It's third option, egg white. Next, it says, join the 2 colors, wrap it, freeze it in the freezer. Okay, let's see. Next is cut the joined dough in half vertically. Cross and stick the halves together in a check pattern. Wrap it and freeze it in the freezer. Here we go again. Okay, it says, cut it in around 5mm thick slices. Arrange them on the tray. These are the last parts. It says this, okay. Here we go. These last parts. Okay, we select the middle rack again. Okay, that's the middle, just double checking. Let's see. Okay, choose the setting, automatic or manual. It is the first setting, automatic. Okay. Choose the cookie varieties option, which is third from the bottom. 1, 2, 3. What do you think, Yoshi? Did I do a good job? Are these edible? Will you eat these, Yoshi? There we go. Okay, so we got that part done. There's actually 2 more. There's 2 more houses, but we're gonna try those later. There's like, yeah, so these 2 different houses, it's like you have to go look for the ingredients. The other one is okay, so yeah, there's 2 more houses. In the 3rd house, you like go looking through the cabinets for the ingredients, and then the 4th house, you go looking for the utensils. Okay. But anyways, we'll tackle those. We'll tackle those later. Whoops. Here we go. Okay. All right. Well, okay. Let's take a break. But yeah, we'll come back. We'll play some more stuff. Actually, I might do some office work. We'll see. We're either gonna play some more games, or I might do office work with the POV cam setup. Remember, I talked about how I wanted to try to set up the Xbox One and PS4 next to the PC, like dedicated for streaming. because again, I have an Xbox One and PS4 in the living room already. So might try to do that after the break. But yeah, first of all, let's just take that break and then we'll figure it out later.
Dear Mario, please come to the castle. I have baked a cake for you. Yours truly, Princess Toadstool. Peach.
Yo, yo, what's up, everyone? How's everybody's evening going so far? Any of you starting to wind down? Oh. Ah. Oh boy. Now, I was curious about a detail of this game. Aha, I was right. See, I read it I glanced over these details like once before. And I was like, I thought I remembered correctly. Yeah. Yoshi no Cookie Kuruban Oven to Cookie is a Japan-only edition of Yoshi's Cookie, exclusively for the Super Famicom. It was developed by National Human Electronics, now Panasonic, and released in 1994 to promote their new Kuruban oven. Only 500 copies of the game were produced, and now they are very expensive collector's items. Let's see. See? It was about that Kuruban oven. I told you there was something weird about it having all these, like, options that it's telling you it has. Kuruban oven. Dude, look. I can't find anything about the actual oven though. It's just about the game. It's based off a real oven. Ugh. Will this person actually make cookies? Oh no, it's just a playthrough. Dang it. The thumbnail was like a picture of like some real looking cookies. Anyways, seriously? Nothing, bro. Dude, there is no information on the actual oven, bro. Look at this crap. This person is selling the game for $1,500 loose. How's it shaking? What is up, Pete? Nothing much, bro. Just played some more of that Japanese Super Famicom Yoshi's Cookie game, and now we're just chilling. Trying to actually find out more about this game, and trying to find out about the oven supposedly launched at the same time that they promoted. Yep, no details on the actual oven, bro. What are you up to tonight, Pete? Did you have work today, or do you have today off? Yeah, trying to find the oven that supposedly they were promoting with the game. Went to a friend's 40th birthday. Nice. Do you work tomorrow, Pete? Or do you have tomorrow off? Whoops. Whoops. Nope, I close tomorrow. Okay, cool. So late night shift. Check. Whoa. There we go. My voice is coming through my phone instead of this mic. because we're going to do a POV setup. There we go. All right. Let's see how we're gonna do this. Okay, so power cable. Pretty sure this is gonna work on the Xbox, right? Ugh. Okay. Nope, that is not the right. This must be for the PS4. Let's see. Oh, this big box. This has got to be for the. Wait, what? This looks like almost like an Xbox 360 power supply. Wait, what is this USB cable? A lot of things. What is this? Oh, it's a micro. Must be for the controllers. There we go. Yep, this has got to be. Yeah, it's right. This is the first iteration of the Xbox One, so yeah, this is got to be the power. Yep, a fat boy right here. I don't think it matters. Cool. Let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and plug this in down below. Okay, how many more open ones do I have? Maybe it could work. Oh, let's just do here. I think we potentially have 2 more slots on this strip. I'm just going to do the closest because we're just going to see if we can get this to work. And then we'll figure something else out. I need to clean these controllers too. What is this? Super speed USB for what? What the heck could be utilizing this? Okay, sure, I'll take it. What? Another one? What is this, type B, right? Type A to type B super speed, right? Anyways. This is another micro, so yeah, to charge the... Oh, Beats headphones, huh? another power cable. This has got to be for the PS4. This one's cool too. This is the Advanced Warfare COD controller. Very cool. And this is the Xbox One remote control. Okay. Just trying to figure out what controller I should use. Oh, I can probably just connect it USB, right? Just to get it going. That's generally what how most things should be. Is just we're simply just trying to get this going. That's why I'm not putting the Xbox on the floor just yet. Before we get too deep and solidify things, we're just gonna try to get things to work. Now, will this actually charge? Even though it's not turned on? Let's see. Oh, I heard it vibrate, and it just turned the Xbox on. Holy crap, we need an HDMI cable. Let me see. Now I have a bunch. Wait, here we go. There we go. Don't need anything special either. The 1080p. And this thing displays at 1080p, so we're not gonna. Be too worried about this. Move this mic out of the way. That's right. Here we go. Yeah. I forgot how to do this. Oh yeah, here we go. We will. There we go. Turn this around. We'll unplug the one that goes to the Nintendo Switch that I have hooked up. And we'll plug it in here. Should be snug. Go. Okay. Sorry, the face cam is blurry. Turn it around so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Where's the thing to switch it? Is it right here? Forget which one it is. Nope. HDMI 2. There we go. Hey. Oh, still. Steph, you're still signed in. I'll log you out. Oh, look. Chris, Steph, add new. Oh, you know what? Hold on. There we go. Let's connect to the network first. Do wireless, sure, why not? Okay, we are. If you're gonna turn around, so you don't have. There. You can look at my hands while I type in the password. There. Guess what keys I typed? Okay. There. We are now connected to internet. But before we sign in, it's making me do a, I guess a update. Now we're pretty close to the, right there. There's the router right there. Hey, there we go. I could probably set this priority and it'll force itself to do 5G. It might be selecting 5G right now. It's like has the automatic setting. It's pretty intelligent. I think it knows like when a device is trying to like do something like this, like download a big file. It has like an intelligent switch between 2.4G and 5G, and it it'll like make this choose 5G. And again, this is the main router right there, so this is probably the best wireless we're gonna get right now. But once we're connected, I can actually go into the Deco wireless app, on my phone, and I could find this specific Xbox, and I could tell it make this one high priority. So then it forces it to always be on 5G and then always optimize like the traffic and stuff like that. I have two things connected via Ethernet in this room. The main PC and stream PC are both on Ethernet. They are not wireless. That is very important to me that they're both wired directly via Ethernet. I do need to clean some of the stuff down. Obviously, no offense to Chris and Steph, because it's not like it's like gross. It's just kind of want to clean it. I am curious though. What is the best way to clean a controller? Here we go. We'll go to with a shot. Ew. What's up, House 414? How you doing? I know people will say like alcohol. I'm just curious if I can use like Lysol wipes. My only worry with Lysol wipes is I don't want it to like take off like this stuff. Like this is clearly a Forza specific Xbox One controller, and then there's the gray one down there. I don't want the Lysol to like be too harsh. like I said, I've seen people that own game stores. I've like seen them take like alcohol or Windex with like Q-tips, and they like, you know, they like wipe it down, scrub it down, stuff like that. I just want to confirm that though. What chemicals use in hot tub? The heck? To clean game controller. This is the AI one. Let's see what it says. For cleaning game controllers, a 50-50 mixture of isopropyl alcohol and water applied to a soft cloth. Uh-huh. Okay. I've also seen Windex. I just Lysol wipes. It won't if you don't scrub. Also, video loss. Oh, hold on. I don't know why it switched. Oh, I know why it switched because I'm not. I don't have this up. There we go. Anyways, we're just waiting for this Xbox to update. Yeah, you can probably get away with Lysol wipes. I mean, that's actually what I clean like this with, and with this with. Is it a garbage pick box? This is part of a haul. I had some friends getting rid of their consoles, their Xbox One, both of their PS4s, and their PS1, bunch of controllers, the headsets. I've already swapped out the pads here on these headphones because they're deteriorating like crap. Look, see how bad the headphones are? I just bought some off Amazon. Did that. The thing that kind of is annoying is that this is deteriorating too, and I put it on my head, and then um, after I was done with it, my wife saw that there was a bunch of these like flakes and chunks in my hair. So I don't. There's probably not a way to like replace this. So I have a thought of actually removing all of the blue part. Like you see this, like look, if you just rub your finger, like it comes off. So I thought about just taking it all off and then just letting the under white be the just what the headset is underneath. I mean, the other option is to tape it, I guess. I don't know. Not really a good solution. I have a set of those, but useless without the dongle, right? Some, yeah, I was like trying to figure out how to work. I actually got to work on my stream PC and my PS4. I like there's like not, there wasn't many like there wasn't a lot of stuff on the internet how to get these to like sync to a PC and whatnot, but I figured it out. The issue was I had to reset the adapter because like all day I was like, dude, why is it not connecting my PC? Why is it not recognizing it? And I took it to the PS4 and the PS4 wasn't recognizing it. I was like, what the heck? I was like doing the whole thing where you hold the VSS and mute and then you like switch this on, right? And then I was like, well, people mentioned try resetting the adapter, so I took a pen reset and it worked. But yeah, I guess it only works with the adapter. But yeah, some people were saying that I guess you could buy generic adapters if you lose the PS4 specific one. I don't know how true that is, but I looked into that. They are locked to the dongle boxes. Oh wow. Here, did this? Let's see. Did this update? No. There you go. What? Let's see. Which one was it? Oh yeah, no. Which fucking button, dude? There we go. I like rarely ever switch to a console and put it on here. Hello? Is this shit updating? Did it turn off? I just used my Bose headphones. Nice. What the frick? I thought it was gonna like reset after the update. What just happened? Why am I manually have to turning it back on? Oh man. I have the same Xbox One. They're getting cheap now. Yeah. Finally. Seen a few locally for $30. Dude, that's a good deal, actually. Yeah, I actually do not have a... Wait, hold on. I do not have a Series X or a PS5. I'm mostly like a PC gamer, so like everything is like most of it's available on the Series X and PS5. Like I just play on my PC. You know, it's multi-plat. I just choose like the PC version, but obviously there's exclusives, and I eventually I would like to get a Series X and a PS5. I have more so of a reason for the PS5 for like, you know, Astro Bot and stuff like that. But for all like the big like Microsoft like AAA titles that are exclusives, like I can play them because I have Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, the one with like the PC. So that's why I haven't upgraded, because I have my Xbox One S, which is down in the living room, and then you know I can also play a lot of that on the PC as well. What? What happened? Did it not update? It literally just did this. Here. Yes. The hell was that? That was weird. Oh, unless there's not 5 gigs of space. Look at that. Look at this. Your console will restart during the update. 50%. Look at this. It just jumped. 74%. For Netflix box, I suppose. Yeah, exactly. I bailed on consoles. I refuse to pay $100 for a game. Could we do multiple updates? Oh yeah, it's true. Yeah, let's see. I just don't get why it didn't like restart. I wonder why it like shut down. That's like what's bothering me. Like, what are you doing, you know? I had to restore an Xbox One. It took a few hours. Oh boy. I don't want to be here for a few hours. The PS4 is even worse. Yikes. But yeah, because like gaming today, it's like most things are multi-plat. You know, gone are the days of exclusives of, you know, because like when I bought the Xbox One and the PS4, like, so I got an Xbox One in 2016, PS4 in 2017. And at that time, things were still pretty exclusive. I mean, stuff was starting to get multi-plat. Like I think like Final Fantasy at the time was like they eventually released the Xbox version, and then like Spyro Reignited and Crash Bandicoot in the same trilogy. Those like came out on the Xbox and the Switch. And so like kind of got these two consoles like right at the end of like exclusivity, you know, kind of stuff. How it always was. And because now it's like there's no exclusives, it's kind of just like, you know, it's like all like shoes. It's like you want to wear Nikes, you want to wear Adidas, because they're both going to get you to the same place, you know. It's like the Xbox and the PlayStation, bro. Like it's at this point, it's like most stuff. It's like do you prefer an Xbox controller or an Xbox UI, or do you prefer a PS5, DualSense controller and the PlayStation UI? Like literally, it's like at this point, that's how it is. They're both gonna do the same thing. So because I spent a lot of money on this PC, and it can play stuff in much higher fidelity and higher frame rate than the PS5 and the Series X. It's like I get those same games as the PC version, and then play it like higher quality. So it doesn't make sense for me to buy those things, but yeah. A fresh PS4 with one game took 4 hours to reset. Yikes! The Xbox was totally corrupted and took less time. That's wild. Oh, what's it doing? What are you doing? Hey, that's a gray screen. Oh. Okay. Lights on. Oh. Oh, here we go. There we go. 3 over 3. Trust the process here. I look at it like when I can build a PC and buy a game for less than cost of a console game, why bother? Right. But yeah, that's why I haven't upgraded to a Series X or PS5. Is that to me there's really no reason, right? The argument that my PC can play, the games that they sell better, and then number two is that on my Xbox One S, it's like they've still a lot of Xbox's library is still like dual platform. Like they released a game on the Xbox One and the Series X at the same time, like what was like another one example is like Battlefield 2042. It's like if I boot up Xbox Game Pass, it'll show like side by side, like do you want to play the Xbox One version or the Xbox Series X version on my Xbox One. Obviously if I played on the Xbox One, right, on Game Pass, I can only play the Xbox One version, but it shows that there's a Series X version, and sure, like the fidelity's not as great, but you can still play current gen stuff on an older console. So that's why, like, even if I use like the worst case scenario, I can't get the Xbox games on Game Pass. Which, by the way, like that is the other argument, is that because I have Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, which allows me to play Xbox games on my PC, whether controller or mouse and keyboard, and I can also stream Xbox games with cloud, which allows me to play Xbox 360 titles on my PC, like with a controller. It's like, again, I have like literally everything that is available on the Xbox Series X, like I can get through Game Pass on my PC. So yeah, that's the other argument why I haven't upgraded, Xbox One, PS4 bills are dirt cheap. I just feel bad for all the people who bought Xbox One X's, right? I'm sorry, Xbox Series X's, yeah. Or One X's. That was the One X was the last iteration before the Series X, right? It was like there was the Xbox One, Xbox One S, which is that's when I got an Xbox One. It was when the S came out. And for the longest time, I was still kind of confused with what it can actually do over a normal one, right? This is the normal, and then my living room is the 1S. Aside it being thinner and 1 terabyte, I was like, what are the specs? And I was like looking at it, it's like there's barely any difference. It can like Apparently, it can do a better job at like upscaling to 4K, right? Because it still plays games at 1080p, just upscales to 4K on your 4K TV. I think. Oh, and I think the other capability is that you can play, 4K Ultra Blu-rays off the off the 1S and stream 4K movies through like Netflix, Hulu, or whatever it might be. It was like, other than that, it's like it's not like it's not like a 3-tier like in terms of like tech specs, like Xbox One and then 1S and 1X. It's really like Xbox One and 1S are kind of like the same thing, and then there's the X. I got the 1S with the 4K drive. 1S can play 4K Blu-rays. One cannot. Ah, there we go. There we go. The only thing I would ever be interested in getting a Xbox Series X, like, I guess it's not the only reason, but like one motivating factor to get this Series X would be like its ability to play Xbox One, 360, and OG Xbox games at like a higher fidelity and frame rate. So like if I stick my Xbox One games in there, well, I don't know. I don't think it's across the board. Every game gets a higher resolution and FPS boost. I think it's, I don't know. I'm sure there's like a list that tells you what each game gets if you put an Xbox One in your Series X. But I mean, on the One X, somebody showed like a comparison of like playing like Morrowind, Elder Scrolls 3. Compared to like on the OG Xbox, and then if you stick an OG Xbox Morrowind game in the One X, it's like plays at 4K and like at 60 frames. It's like, well, if the One X is doing it, I'm sure the Series X can even do a higher like resolution bump. One S was also pretty significantly more power efficient, right? That makes sense because they got rid of this. They got rid of that big power brick. It's like in the power supply is like internal to the console, and the console being thinner, it's probably a more efficient power supply. It's like probably outputting the same amount of power, but pulling less. Whatever they did to make it thinner is definitely was more optimized by that point. But yeah, I like the look of the Xbox One S. I like it better than this. Oh, here we go. I hear noise. Okay, here we go. I got my 1S in charcoal gray. Sweet. Was that like an option, or was it a like theme, like a? Cause like I got the Battlefield 1 edition, so mine's like this like dark olive green. Was yours like for a game or something, or was it just a random color you could choose? Let's see. Let's see. And then let me put this down so when we get to the password part, I'm not having you guys sign into my account on your Xboxes. It was a separate SKU. I remember it being a game edition. Okay, so just another color option you can get. That's actually really cool. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, hold on 1 second. I'm trying to get it authenticated by using the Microsoft. It's in pieces now as it got zapped by lightning. Yo, what? Like during a storm, was just connected and lightning struck your place, huh? That's sad. Sucks, man. It happens, yeah. Let's see. Okay. Something is up. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. We sure share the data. I don't care. Makes my experience better. Why not? Link controller. Okay. All right, what do we got? Game Pass. I'm just playing with the thumbstick. I wasn't getting the presses to the right were not getting recognized, but yeah. Okay. Sweet. Let's see. Here's what I was talking about. They got Wait, hold on one second. Yeah, they got two versions you could play. You could play the Xbox One or Xbox Series X. Let's see. Oh, sorry, hold on one second. Okay, there we go. Hold on. There. Let's put that on. There we go. And that, folks, is how we do IRL streaming. Now, the thing I'm trying to figure out is that it was telling me about to make one is your home console or something. And I was trying to figure out what it meant by that, but yeah, it looks like. Oh, here we go. Forza Horizon. I'm trying to figure out if this is a mix of see this? Why can't I install that? Oh wait, I can't install. Oh god, I was scared for a second. Oh, because I'm signed on to two different consoles, I can only do cloud gaming. No, I can install it. Good. Awesome, possum. Okay, so this works. This means I could have. So what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna have like I've said before, I'm gonna have the Xbox probably to the right over there, and then I'm gonna set up the PlayStation as well. Probably a different stream. We'll put together the PlayStation. Also, I think we'll do a stream where I'm gonna start cleaning these controllers and stuff. But yeah, basically, this Xbox and one of these PS4s are gonna be my dedicated stream consoles. Dude, House 414, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Appreciate you being here. Good conversation. And like I said, I have a PS4 Slim and a Xbox One S, and they're out in the living room, and so those are my dedicated now will be my dedicated playing from the couch, and then if I want to stream the game I'm playing, I could just have them here. I do have another capture card that I can use for the PS4 and the Xbox One. But okay, cool. Got this working. Got this Xbox set up and connected to the internet, and successfully signed into this Xbox. Cool. I have a PS4 to fix. It won't connect to USB, so I can't get past the system welcome screen. Oh, yikes. I use UVC USB cable cards. Super cheap and work great. Nice. Well, here's to fixing your PS4. Good luck with that. I guess my USB chip is dead. Wow. I think based on what you're saying, I think you are definitely way more experienced with me when it comes to doing consoles and fixing them up. I have no idea do any of that stuff, like doing any soldering, any sort of that level of troubleshooting. I mean, I could take things off, I can unplug and put them back in. But yeah, I wish I could get to that level of fixing electronics, because then I could totally buy old consoles and stuff and get them to work. You could buy USB power meters. Oh, that's cool. That's right. Anyways, yeah, I guess we're gonna start shutting it down. Start getting ready for bed, y'all. We've been streaming how long now? What's it say? 3 hours 54 seconds. All right, cool. Yeah, I guess we started a little late tonight. We usually start around 7:30, but I think we started at 8 o'clock instead. I guess only 30-minute difference. Anyways, that show you the voltage and the current. Okay, cool. I guess that would help with starting there with troubleshooting, right? But anyways, yeah, we got a few things accomplished on stream. We played a little bit more of that Yoshi game. Got to beat that next part. Next stream, we'll continue on with that Yoshi game and continue doing that cookie thing, whatever it is. I think the next thing to do is to go into one of the houses and find all the ingredients in the cabinets. Weird, but yeah, that's our whole thing. We're playing through every single Mario game that exists, so yeah, we're gonna have to put up with all the weird obscures. And then yeah, you guys also got to join me on doing a little bit of office work, getting this Xbox turned on and set up. So I guess next we'll have to set up one of those PS4s. They're both the same. The reason why there's only one Xbox and two PS4s is that Xbox was Steph's, and she also had a PS4. But Chris had a PS4, so they both had a PlayStation 4, and Steph only had Xbox. So that's why there's not two Xboxes, two PS4s. Chris was just a PS4 guy. Steph was PS4. the reason why they gave it to me is that they just like they're more casual in approach to things. Like they have a PC, and so like when they play with me, they'll like play on their PC. But in terms of like consoles, they don't really care for them anymore. They have a couple Nintendo Switches, and to be honest, that's kind of like been my approach. Is that like, in my opinion, nowadays now because nothing's exclusive, it's like if you want to go the best route, it's like PC for everything that isn't Nintendo first party. So if you want to play Halo, get your PC. If you want to play Final Fantasy, you got a PC for that. You know, everything else, Call of Duty, you get PC. It's like everything you would get on a PlayStation or Xbox, just play it on your PC. And you could do keyboard, mouse, or controller because most things nowadays are like already built-in controller support. And if it's not built in, Steam has a workaround to transpose literally like mouse keyboard controls for like Roller Coaster Tycoon if you wanted to make it a controller. Anyways, and then the only console to own besides a PC would be a Nintendo Switch. I mean, sure, you could do the emulation route with like, what was it, Yuzu? Yeah, but they shut that down. Anyways, so yeah, I have a. Oh, can't really see it. Is it back there? Yeah, you can kind of see it. My Switch is back there docked. This is my office. This is the gaming office, or this is the computer dock. I have another dock in the living room when I play on the couch, but yeah, I would say nowadays your route is to go PC, and if you want, the only other console you should own would be the Nintendo for first party IP stuff. Like, because you can't play Mario Odyssey on your PC. Or Super Smash Bros. Or Mario Kart. And obviously you could if you do emulation, but we're talking about like literally like non-emulation route, right? And so with that being said, that's why Chris and Steph got rid of their consoles because they're more casual than me and they know that like I'm a collector. And what I mean by collector is, sorry, excuse the mess. We're in the middle of organizing and about to get a new desk, but see in here, I am much more into gaming than Chris and Steph are. Yep. See, Sega Saturn, bunch behind that PS1, Genesis, Nintendo, or Super Nintendo's in there too. GameCube. I literally have all my boxed N64 stuff, Dreamcast, PS2, original Xbox, 360, PS3 down there. Yeah, they're not into gaming and collecting like me, so they really don't care. They're again, they have a more casual approach to gaming, so it's like when they choose the game, they'll play from their PC or their Switch. So they had no reason to hold on to these because they don't really play anything that's retro. I'm sorry, retro or just not current. There's no motivation for them. But anyways, good night, Nathan. Nate Esther, thank you again for being here. But sorry, I went off on another TED talk. But the point was to again go over everything what we did tonight. To thank you guys. Well, actually, I didn't thank you guys yet, but yeah, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for the support. You guys, you continually showing up on YouTube and Twitch. I appreciate it. You know, I really do appreciate that support. I know it does take some work to be here. I mean, you got to put in the effort to pull my stream up on a laptop, a tablet, a phone, another monitor, or maybe your main monitor. I don't know. And so like, I mean, you put an effort to be here, and I appreciate that because you know it kind of does take effort to even lurk somebody's stream. So yeah, I thank you guys for your continued support. But yeah, I guess that is it. Enjoy the rest of your night, and maybe we'll be back tomorrow to maybe handle some more of this stuff. But if not, maybe during the week, we'll see. But yeah, if we stream tomorrow, then I hope to see you all here. But yeah,